Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. So we've made a few changes, as you can see. We've expanded a little bit this way. We've added in a little water source here to help our crops grow, hopefully a little bit quickly. We have installed our infinite water source, which is all very lovely. We can kind of use it as a fishing pond if we want to as well, which is great. Been busy kind of making dirt and sieving and everything like that. We are in the process of trying, and I'm see how that's coming along, actually starting to make the seared bricks for our Tinkers Construct Smeltery. So we do need, still we've got some more clay, we still need some more sand, I believe, but we'll see what time we've got and we'll see if we can try and get on with that a little bit later on, or certainly in the next episode start to get that up and running. I've put together some storage drawers to start collecting our sort of basic ores. We've not actually got any ingots yet, we're still sort of at ore pieces, so I've literally been grinding for cobble at the moment, so broken some of it down to gravel, sand, dust, etc. Got a little bit left that we need, because obviously we need to start thinking about making porcelain to get lava, which we're going to need anyway for our Tinkers Smeltery. But in the last episode we set up a little field over there. Sadly we didn't get any natural spawns, though as you can see we do have an ickle wickle cow. Hi ickle wickle cow. So it's growing at the moment. I had to end up using the bait in order to actually get him, and I've had to expand the area. As you can probably see, I'm still sort of trying to get the dirt together to expand it fully. But you actually need water, so let's just quickly just pop in here. So you do need water. So I've just placed a sort of water source block there, which is great. You need a bigger area to spawn to be able to use your bait. So I've expanded it. Again, I want to kind of take sort of this part out. We can get rid of some of that actually. I'll replace this with grass. I won't remove that last one for the minute. But yeah, so I need to replace those with dirt, so we've got the grass area bigger, so we've got a bigger field to spawn. But I've just put a slab just over the top here. That'll just stop anything hopefully sort of walking off and falling down the hole with the water there. So that worked quite nicely, I think. So I thought I would kind of show you the bait and how easy that actually is to make. And if we get any trees growing in the meantime, we shall take them for their leaves, and we shall try and get some more dirt blocks to finish that off with. I have had a death. There has been a death kind of over there. I took the silly little mark away for... Oh, talk of the devil. There we go. A tree. Woohoo! If we can, let's try and get that going now. And as you can see, we do have vein miner. This is something that has made me very happy. I hadn't realised, but in this, and I couldn't find it anywhere within the controls, but if you hold the tilde key while using your crook or your hammer or your axe or whatever, it does give you vein miner, which is awesome. So yeah, that has made the whole kind of grinding for stuff a gazillion times easier. So it has meant that I've been able to get on and get a few bits, and as you can see when we look in here, we have got stacks and stacks of wood, and an inventory full of axes and crooks. So I have got my hatchet. There it is over here. Yeah, I have got my flint mattock even is in there for repair, but because I have literally been sieving to collect dirt and make cobble, I haven't been sieving any gravel or anything to start trying to get any of the flint to keep repairing it. And I think I only have a couple of pieces left, so I'm kind of conscious that I don't sort of want to why don't we just take these ones out from here and start connecting this lot up. There we go. And why don't we swap out this one now. Lovely, there we go. So we're getting there. We are getting there. But yeah, completely forgotten what I was saying now. But yeah, so I do need to get some more flint grinding. But yeah, my death was just down there. So yeah, we will get to it. We will get to it eventually. Unfortunately, our builder's wand is down there, as we were actually about to try and extend this area out a little bit further. Builder's wand in hand, and because I have been sort of running up and down between the trees to try and get them to grow as quickly as possible, I've been so used to holding control that I thought it would be a really good idea to carry on holding control, and ran right off the edge. So first death, not ideal, but you know, it's bound to happen. And I think, and I don't know how well this will work, but I believe there is, oh, we can use you as well, can't we? There we go, you can go in there. There is something, there is a climbing rope. This here, which I think we might have looked at actually in the previous episode. I can't remember now. I know I have looked at it. But that's literally 3 bits of string, and that climbing rope, in theory, we might be able to attach to the edge of our platform there if we put a full block up, and maybe even climb down to get to our stuff. But I'll have a little play with that and see if it's actually possible first of all. More dirt! Woohoo! But yeah, the bait. The bait is dead easy to make. I was surprised at how easy it is. So you can get wolves and ocelots, which is great. So we can have a little kiddie, much easier than we did sort of hunting in the jungle in vanilla. But for wolf bait, it's literally raw beef and a bone. Because obviously for that we're going to need cows and skeletons before we can do that. For ocelot, we're going to need fish or gunpowder, or fish and gunpowder even. I'm not entirely sure where the gunpowder sort of fits in with ocelots, but you know. To get the cow that we got, it's just literally just simply 2 bits of wheat, so dead easy. For pigs, it's 2 carrots, and I've not planted any carrots as yet. And to be fair, I'm sort of looking at it and going, well, pigs are good for food, but they're not actually early game going to really give us any resources that we actually need. So I'm not going to worry too much about pigs at the moment. Chickens will be useful because of the feathers, obviously, and the food. That's a couple of seeds, so dead straightforward there. And sheep is 1 seed, 1 wheat. So they're dead easy. Now you can get rabbits as well. That's carrots and melon seeds, and we have, I think, got melon seeds, so we could get rabbits, which would be great for potions and stuff. And then you're moving on to sort of like your horses and your donkeys, which don't have a great deal of use in a void world particularly. But yeah, golden apples, golden carrots for those. Now I have made already 1 bit of sheep bait, and obviously the 1 cow. Now in order to breed them, we are going to need a pair, and obviously 1 bait is only bringing in 1 animal. So we are going to need to make another couple of cow bait. So that's another cow bait. Let's make ourselves a wheat bait so we get a pair of sheep. Oh, not stackable, never mind. And if we do those, that's a couple for chickens. So we should have cows and chickens fairly simply. Oh, excellent. That's another couple of blocks of dirt. I'll grab those while we're here. So at the moment it is very much make every opportunity for getting resources available, just so we can try and gather as much as we can. As I say, this one's nearly full, isn't it? Start again with that one. But at least we can go down, we can start placing these bits of dirt, and we'll put the bait down for our other animals, which means we can start getting those nicely bred up. So let's take these ones here out. If we lose them, it's no biggie particularly. not like we're short on wood or anything. So that is that one. And why don't we get our bait? And I think we have to leave the area, but we will find out. So let's place you. So this bait will work in this environment. Move out of range so you don't scare the animals away. Oh, some rain. Excellent. Okay, too many bait in this area. Way too suspicious. Okay. Let's do it one at a time then. We'll move away as it's suggesting. And we'll see what happens. So hopefully that will give us another wee cow. There we go. Replacing our stocks already, which is good. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to happen, we will leave those there, but we can start maybe having a bit more of a look at our Tinkers bits. So we'll put those just into there for the moment, top of our inventory, which is good. And we will start looking at more Tinkers. So let's get our cobble, grout and sand out again, and we have got, I'm saying, a couple of blocks of that, and our extra dust, because we're now going to have, let's get that out quickly. That's going to give us, oh, another tree. Awesome. And a full inventory. Okay. Let's just throw the crook out for a second. Replant that down. Get this started, and why don't we get ourselves 1, 2, 3 more of them. Is that full? Not quite full, so that needs a couple more of those. Let's get our crook back if we can. Can we pick it up? No. We'll stick you in there for the moment then. So what we can do is we'll start making a little bit more of our cobble into gravel. So I think our biggest thing we were short on was sand, wasn't it? So I kind of want to keep a couple of bits back just in case we need another hammer, which we probably will do. What do we do with our hammer? There it is. Okay. Let's turn this into gravel. And let's do another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That'll do nicely. If we can get as much as we can out of here before that breaks. Great stuff. Right. So we've got 5 blocks of sand. That's going to pretty much work out, I think, isn't it? Very nearly. There we go. So that gives us grout. The slightly depressing part of it is that the grout will only make 1 brick. Just the 1 brick. Which is a little sad. But it is what it is. Let's sort this chest if we can. Come on, little mouse button. There we go. But that will fill up nicely. So we can start making some of the parts that we actually need for our Tinkers Smeltery. So, there we go. We have got Smeltery Controller, which is one of the things that we need. We need... I'm trying to remember all the recipes for these. We do actually need some glass. So, sand-wise, let's do a quick... right. So we've got the seared tank. So that is 1 bit of glass that we need for that. The tank controller, and I've not used the tank controller before, but that might be something we can put in. Let's just do at Tinkers. Oh. Tinkers. Pop down to our smeltery bits, which will be down here. So, smeltery controller we've made. Seared tank, I mean again, this is going to be the very basic version. Smeltery drain, that was it. We can make smeltery drain. Let's sleep. Oh, there we go. That will set a new spawn point. Fair enough. Probably help actually. I don't think I've actually slept in that bed yet. So let's make the smeltery drain very quickly. There we go. We can make the faucet that comes off of that. That's coming along quite nicely. Let's get ourselves some sand out. We just need the one bit of sand. So what we could do is very quickly... Oh, not that. Let's just swap that in quickly. Get our bit of sand. And we'll pop the rest of the grout back in to go. There we go. So that means we can now make our seared tank. And let's make ourselves a few seared bricks to get started with. Woohoo! Right. I'm kind of thinking we could set it up probably here. Do we want it here or do we want it nearer the stuff that we've got? I'm kind of thinking here, because we might actually be able to then expand back and put some stuff in. Right, so we need you there. So that's going to be our centre point that we can actually build round. And then we literally... Oh, yeah, we can do it like that. 2. In fact, I didn't actually want to do that at all, did we? Because we need to have... Let's think. Let's put our smeltery drain here. We'll put our tank here. I'll put our smeltery controller. If we can claim this back, let's see. Do we need a... Oh, it's going to let it break. Hopefully we'll keep this and it won't destroy it. I've got a horrible feeling it's going to destroy it, but then never mind. If that happens, that happens. Yeah, it did. Never mind. Okay, we'll put our smeltery controller there. And as you can see, we've got a space to do literally one. So potentially we could actually make one thing. I do want to build this up though. As a fact, let's attach our faucet to our drain like so. Let's gather some more of the bricks. And we can actually build this up just a little bit as we start to go. Ooh. To shift. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, we're going to lose that one. That's annoying. Well, I could go and get a pick, but let's make a pick. See if it actually makes any difference. And we'll make a stone pick. It's not like we haven't got the cobble to do it now. Not 4. Only needed 3, but never mind. Oh, and 2 sticks. Because I am awesome at these recipes, clearly. 1, 2, 3. Doink, doink. We've got ourselves a stone pick. Grab you back. That's better. So sad. It's taken an absolute immense amount of time to actually get this far. Right. So this should then give us enough that when we get it, we'll actually be able to sort of build a nice little smeltery. And we've got 2 slots. Yay, 2 slots. But this means we've got to start. We've actually got the ability that we've got sort of 3 outputs from here. So, you know, we don't need a great deal more than that. We can just build like a nice sort of tall, narrow thing to start with. So we can put another faucet on here and have outlets from all 3 sides, which is brilliant. So we can just choose the wee faucet that we want to use. Now let's get ourselves very quickly. Let's see how many of these leaves we can get down as quickly as possible. I am loving the fact we now have vein miner. Absolutely loving it. Or at least that we now know that we've got vein miner. Another crook. Just go through so many. There we go. Nice brand spanking new axe to get this one down with. Excellent. And we might just be able to have enough to get this with that one. Won't get any more out of that, so let's just pick ourselves a nice new one to get these other 2. Oh, the grind is real. There we go. Just take that down. Okay, we still have a completely full inventory, don't we? We'll get rid of some of this stuff, I feel. There we go. Gather up the rest of these bits. There we are. Marvellous. So we need to replant. Just cannot afford not to. Doink, doink, doink. And we'll start refilling. Now if I had any more dust, obviously I would get that stocked up. I don't, but oh, we do have 2 more. Excellent. Always good. We can just fill these up. Awesome. There we go. Now what we could do, get rid of these, is pop up and let's see if we've got any more spawns with our animals. Oh, we do! 2 fully grown cows. Fantastic. That is good news. So that is a start. So we can now start getting the old moo cows bred up. We'll stick in our replacement dirt blocks again quickly. There we go. Let's do this one here, I think. Awesome. So that's 2 cows. So in theory, we should now... Let's see, can we... There we go. So it's okay. It's letting us do 2, which is good. So we can do that. So that is the sheep bait down. So we are just left with just our chicken bait, which is good. This is good. So it's coming along. It's slow. Oh my god, is it slow? Let's take half of you. Start filling this one up, and we can use the rest of those. Yeah, it is taking time. If you've not got the time to grind it out, the initial start of the game can be quite tedious. So yeah, it does take time. Why don't we go and see if we can just... It's worked! Okay, that's 1 sheep. This is great. Let's breed you and breed you. Will you let me breed you? Got to get out of the way. There we go. So let those 2 do their thing. That's another cow. We'll move away, let the other sheep grow. But yeah, there we go. We have the start of a little a little animal farm. We've got the start of our Tinkers Smeltery once we actually get some more to put through it. So it's coming along. It is coming along. So we shall keep persevering, get our field finished, and hopefully in the next episode we'll have ground it out enough that we might actually start getting some ores and we can start doing some more interesting stuff. But for now, guys, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care for now.